Fellow Sierra Leoneans, this is Dr. Sylvia Blyden, and today, January 17th, 2022. This is my 48th audio, we will call audio 048 in the ongoing series of address to the people of Sierra Leone. Today, like I promised on the last time, we can look into the issue of the proposed 50% plus one for make somebody become elected as president of Sierra Leone. Una go recall, say, the last audio 47. Tell una say, it not get for happen. It not possible, and it not get for happen under this particular dispensation. We can look into that in more depth today. The other issue we'll get for look at, now the issue of a press release will come out tonight from the presidency. We unprecedented in the annals of Sierra Leone's history. We can look at the president in revelation to we the citizens then tonight. It don't tell we say him don't open an investigation into his vice president, because now that the statement don't inform we can look at that. Then the third issue we will look at tonight, it will be brief, but we will touch on them. Now, Ernest Bai Koroma, the former president, the message we input out through that in puppy. Say Ernest na coward. So they get people then way they talk for him. And in this case, that in puppy message, he talk beaucoup, but I go just touch on small aspects of him. And then the last message will just be a soft message on me trip to Moyamba over the weekend. So make we just go straight to the point or things we'll go start off with when the press release will come up from State House tonight. You see, me people they can't go now me on understanding of waiting the president don't tell we this night. And you see, this is a statement signed by the presidential spokesman. It's not signed by a civil servant, because civil servants can sign and then later then we say, oh, na mistake, na blunder, na the civil servant, na a mistake. We see whether it don't happen with Dennis Vandy, the former secretary to the president. When a civil servant make a mistake like that, then he always say na the civil servant. But when a statement come up from the presidential spokesman, that's the president speaking. And tonight, that statement will come up from Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandi. The statement basically, what they tell we is that the president don't institute an investigation of in vice president. Now that's that statement that they tell we. And as far as I can remember, in all my years of remembering politics in Sierra Leone, this is the first time a sitting president, they tell the citizens then say, him don't institute an investigation into in sitting vice president. Now, the president not directly mention the vice president. But when you look at the statement where Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandi put out, it specifically cites a section of the Constitution. And that section, they say, that's section 63(1)(a). When you check them, when they find out, say 63(1)(a), now the section where they say, now only the vice president get the right for preside over a committee where for advise the president before then they pardon anybody. The president today, for issue out a statement where he will just say he investigates the process by which this man get the pardon. And the president could have allowed the police to investigate, or even the Public Service Commission, or the Human Resource Management Office, HRMO, the civil service, for conduct this investigation. He could have directed the Anti-Corruption Commission, he could have directed any agency to investigate the process. But when I look at the language of Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandi tonight, he said the president now in self don't institute the investigation. And also the president don't direct the ACC or the police or HRMO for investigate the process. He said the president himself don't institute an investigation, which means that now the president gets oversight of this investigation where he don't institute. And then when you look at what in the section, they tell you the process should have been presided over by the Honorable Vice President of the Republic. For the president to come out this evening and tell we the citizens, then say, he don't see the need for investigate a process and go ahead and quote the section of the Constitution where say that process day, now the vice president now for preside over that process day. The president, they can't tell we now say, in the investigate a process where the Constitution say, na union vice president for preside over that process day. My people, this is unprecedented in the entire history of Sierra Leone. And it means if the president therefore can't tell we, say there is a need for investigate in your vice president a process where in your vice president preside over, then we have to start asking questions about what is happening between the president and the Honorable Vice President. Because for a president to have to announce to the citizens that a process where he quotes the section of the Constitution, tell we say, now only the Vice President can preside over such a process, then it is serious. And me not go say the Vice President for resign, no. But I go ponder and wonder what is on the way coming. Could it be that the Vice President is going to be cleared and the process might somehow exonerate him? And if so, how would they exonerate him? There's so much questions out there. But definitely, tonight, the press release from the president's spokesman don't put this country into a state of heavy discussion as to what is happening between His Excellency the President and the Honorable Vice President of the Republic. For the President to directly institute an investigation into a process that was constitutionally supposed to be held, presided over by his Vice President. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will end the first topic for tonight's broadcast. The second topic for tonight's broadcast, that is 50% plus one proposal of His Excellency the President. Well, I can assure una all say nothing will not get for work under this dispensation. And the reason is simple. I mean, said everybody say let them go listen, let them go read and try to listen to Dr. Abbas Bundu in speech na the launching of the white paper. And if we not do that, we go find out say for change the constitution, you get parts them by the constitution way na entrenched. For change them, you need for go to the people of Sierra Leone first in a referendum. After Parliament could don't agree first, then you can go to the people before you, the President, can now sign them into law. The changes na the constitution. Then you get the other sectional way you not need for go to the people. Just Parliament alone can change them. And that section we get for do with the current law, we say you need 55% of the voters before you can be president at first round. That section there, that section where easy for change without, you no need for go back to the people for referendum. Just the members of Parliament can change them from 55% to 50% plus one. However, and I also the tricky issue there. Before the members of Parliament they able for change them, they need for follow procedure whereby then they vote na Parliament 3 times, 3 different times, then for vote. And then for vote, and each time when they vote, then for count the votes. And the second time when they vote, plus the third time when they vote, then forget 2/3 of the members of Parliament for vote yes. And currently, because 2 members of Parliament then die this BNTM, so Parliament now 144 members of Parliament then they, which means forget 2/3 of that number there, you need 96 members of Parliament for change them from 55% to 50% plus one. Now, if you read Dr. Abbas Bundu in honest and pragmatic statement, you will see say, na mission impossible. Because, as he point out, even if you take all the members of Parliament, including Kande Yumkela, including then C4C members of Parliament we align with the APC, If you take them all, you add them to the SLPP, you add them to the paramount chiefs, they all, the number still not go enough for reach 96. You could still forget some people that are APC for can join for vote for reduce the percent from 55% for be president to 50% plus one vote for be president. And me people are not need for elaborate on that. Say, given the importance of that 55% there, surely, no APC member of parliament, no NGC member of parliament, and most of the C4C members of parliament no get for agree for change them. So now just put on all hats down and rest assured say the president not go able to forget 96 members of parliament for can change their law under this dispensation. It's not going to happen, and you rest assured on that. However, let me use this opportunity for predict something tonight. I know say this can shock people them. But now listen carefully. There is another proposal where the president want for do, where he tell we in white paper where he want for do. And that proposal then for change the voting pattern so that we not vote again by constituencies, we vote by proportional representation. And interestingly, my people, the president no need for change the constitution for Duam if he want for Duam. I repeat, if the president wants this country for move away from constituency elections in 2023 and go by proportional representation using the district block proportional representation, the president is able to do them very, very easily. You know the hard thing itself. It is able for pull off proportional representation without it not touch the constitution self. So it not need that 96 votes for make it get proportional representation for be the means by which we conduct the 2023 elections. And here is my prediction tonight. Everybody, wanna listen my prediction. The law as it is right now give the president the power. A lot of people don't know this. The law right now. President Tijan Kabame don't change them in the year 2001. In December 2001. He may not make parliament change them, and then he as president in January 2002. Exactly 20 years ago, President Tijan Kabame don't change the Sierra Leone constitution. He may get 2/3 of the members of parliament for join for change. And right now the constitution say, whosoever na president right now, if that person dey in collaboration with whosoever na the National Electoral Commissioner, then decide say they no want for run elections by constituency for 2023. They want for run the elections by proportional representation district block system. The president already get the powers, full powers for Duam. So for that side they own, he no need no 96 members of parliament. All what he need, now what he call a simple majority na the parliament. And that simple majority there, Now for just pass an act of parliament where they show how many seats each district forget. It done. Ordinary act of parliament. It don't need no 96 members of parliament. It just needs simple majority. And right now, as the parliament day, the president gets control of simple majority of the parliament day. So any act of parliament when are just a simple majority, President Madabio dey able pull them off. So if the president feel, say 2023 elections, na proportional representation district block, he's going to get away with it, and he's going to get a situation where they can predict now. Now listen carefully. If His Excellency the President, Julius Maada Bio, decide in collaboration with Mr. Kone of the National Electoral Commission, say na district block proportional representation elections, not to constituency elections they want next year, 2023. If them take that decision, they predict to now say the political party where they emerge in 2023 with the highest number of members of parliament go be the Sierra Leone People's Party, the SLPP. Now mark my words tonight. And not only will the SLPP be the majority through legitimate elections in this country, but if the president go ahead and decide, say, in want for create new districts, like how we don't begin here, not only will the SLPP get the majority in the next parliament, but the SLPP go get the vast majority in the next parliament. And I mean vast majority in the next parliament. This is a prediction. Now, will the SLPP, despite the majority in a parliament, it will translate to a victory for the president? The answer to that, my people, is no. Absolutely not. The president in party, when at the SLPP, then go most likely find themselves in the same situation where the APC found themselves in 2018. The SLPP go get the vast majority of seats in the parliament, but then go lose State House. And I will recall in December 2017, I do the same analysis where I predict, say, the APC go get the vast majority of the seats in the parliament, but then go lose State House. Oh, that ended and did cost me. At the end of the day, by all the costs, my comrades, they always me the cost me what I predict. At the end of the day, exactly what I predict. Now it happen. Tonight back at the predictor. If the president use the law where President Tijan Kaba may not already amend the constitution with and decide, say, it pass an act of parliament for district block proportional representation system, the SLPP will emerge as the majority party in the next parliament. Now, make I go to the next issue, which I'll try to handle them briefly. President Ernest Bai Koroma don't panic. And if you wanna listen in voice, where he talk through that in Poppy, you dey really panic. Talk, boku. Just rambunctious, boku, nonsense threats. But I go look into some of the issues in the coming days. But tonight I want to say one thing to President Ernest Bai Koroma, former president. This threat about Sokobana, the other secret society, is similar to the threat where you may also use your puppet for make against them. APC social media groups them, say them for can join for cost me. You see, it is amazing. This means not just one woman, just one green woman. With all the power where you get, all the money where you get, all these social media groups the way you get, look where you don't reduce yourself to complete panic right now. To the extent they tell people, then they tell the president, tell the ONS, tell the police. See, they will block me and I will travel out of the country. How you go talk anything when me don't tell you about Mother Bio or Fatima Bio? Dear Ernest Bai Koroma, anything I don't tell you about Mother Bio or Fatima Bio, dear talk I beg. Anything where you say I don't tell you, talk am. Because that you brat where now you they use for talk to. All man not saying that nonsense they talk. Now you they talk. Now you they talk. So dear you, anything where I don't tell you, but President Mother Bio or Fatima Bio, talk am. Yeah? Talk am oh. Because I don't frustrate. So right now anybody will listen whether you populate they talk, if they know say you don't confuse. Articles normal articles you with Sampa. You know they wait for the other one there. I not just start to, I warn you first. Then dear me people them, make a shock una today. When I see this man when they call President Julius Maada Bio, I don't meet him in my life. See, don't talk to him one-to-one. We get conversation twice. Two them, twice. And I go surprise because they don't tell you all type of things, I hear Ernest Bai Koroma, they make him poppy, they talk about RUF, Rebel, Sylvia, and Fode Sango, and Mother Bio, and sister, and all kind of trash. This President Julius Maada Bio, I don't sit down with him, get a discussion with him twice. I mean, one whole life. The first time was in 1999, just after the Leone Peace Accord. A family friend of mine, Karifa Kagbo, I'm in America, Karifa served in America. And he called me one day. He said, former boss, Julius Maada Bio, don't you read the role we are playing at the peace process? And in former boss, go like for Sabimi. Now, saying this, I said, throughout MPRC days, I not ever meet this Julius Maada Bio. Throughout the entire MPRC, where he be head of state, where he be deputy head of state, where he be, I not one day meet him. I said, so I don't mind, I go like for meet him. So Karifa and his wife, they make a lunch. Now Karifa in house, na Virginia. Now there I go, I meet Maada Bio for the first time in my life. Within at the dining table, we get a discussion on the peace process in Sierra Leone in 1999, after Leone Peace Accord. That's the first time I ever had a discussion with this person called Julius Maada Bio, current president of Sierra Leone. The second time And that would be, as I tell you, only 2 times I don't talk to Mother Bio. The second time was when Awareness Times newspaper, they get challenges within the Julius Mother Bio, as then an opposition man. And he apparently called me editor at that time. I know we call the editor a name because of whose side they work right now. He called that editor and he threatened the editor, said he not like something where the editor write. I mean, a person, they threaten somebody where they work for me. I go after you. So he threatened the young man, and the young man was definitely frightened. But they don't make peace now, so I'm just giving this background. And then one other reporter, himself back, I know calling him. One day, go to court for go cover a case of SIPP versus SIPP. They infect themselves, the one person choking company in Yai. So then go to court. So this me reporter, when I'm one of my favorite reporter, when they see him, they see an Awareness Times reporter, now the Mother Bio supporter, then pounds panam, the one taking it, bang this me reporter na in mouth all swell. So when that issue came to me, I was very, very upset because this was like threatening me staff them in Awareness Times. So me get for wage what you will call media war at the then Julius Mother Bio. Eventually, when we win the SIPP ticket, a group of well-respected SIPP senior people them make delegation led by the late Elizabeth Alpha Lavallee, and a whole host of senior big people them, well-respected people in this country. They can talk to me in Awareness Time, say, do ya? They can beg for waiting Julius Mother Bio in supporters them, me don't do me reporter, and waiting in the Julius Mother Bio self, me don't do me editor. So that day, then we get peace talks when between Awareness Times newspaper and Julius Mother Bio. When at the end of the peace talks, they say for shake hands and take photographs. With the shake hand and take photographs, Elizabeth Lavallee say, well, una hug una self now for sure say Awareness Times and SIPP presidential candidates don't make peace. Now that picture una can see where they can share, because all man did that day na the meeting, then snap the photo. You know where you then say peace talks, all man is smile, Mother Bio smile, myself smile. That was the second time I don't talk to Julius Mother Bio. From that day until this time when I talk to una so, I have never held a one-to-one discussion with him. I've never sat down and spoken to him, discuss what they discuss. Never. In my entire life, I have spoken to Julius Mother Bio in a discussion twice. And those are the 2 occasions where I don't recount to una so this night. All this talk when I hear and it's by Chroma, they make him poppy, they can't talk. That nonsense. And let's just don't panic. All this talk when they go and talk out now, Mother Bio they use me, Mother Bio they buy tickets for me, Fatima Bio they use me. Fatima Bio now the 10 years this I not see her with me eye. Now the 10 years this I not see her with me eye. Me and they serve me God and me conscience. So all the lies here when they go and lie. And to the extent, and it's by command, they say, oh, then secret society, then for come after me, then youths, then for come after me, then affiliate groups for come after me. They will never come after me. Because unlike you, they get conscience. They know, say this particular lady, now, and it's by Chroma don't offend them. So they know. So no Sokobana, no this, no that, no secret society, no go ever attack me. You dey waste your time. No youth, no young person, no go ever attack me. You dey waste your time. I don't know how many people in this country were able to jump at the motor car, drive, go any psyop line and come back home safe and sound. I don't know how many, but I am one such person. I dey do am because my heart clean for this country. I no get nothing what afraid. I can come on my house now, save this net. I go na motorcar drive, go any side I want go na Freetown. Free at the drive, I go meet, I go sit down with any junction, any young man at any junction, I can sit down there. As long as I can buy something, Lord keep company. I don't need bodyguard inside Freetown. I don't need bodyguard for come out and drive any side I want for drive. People then like me in this country. The one day where you don't hire, you put on social media, group to group for the way and course. When I carry on, I understand our politics. But when I rest assured, I cannot be deflated. Neither will I be distracted. Finally, when I notice the 2 days absence when I get, now because I go Moyamba over the weekend, I go spend some time with some young people they work in mentor, and decide say I go check on them na Moyamba. That I may actually go do. And I'm happy how one of them don't turn out in life. I go tell you in story one fine day about that particular person day where I go visit na Moyamba. I go give you that story. It's a beautiful story. But for tonight, if I don't reach this point, I go end tonight's broadcast like I can always do by playing the tune of the national anthem. And why I can play the tune of the national anthem? That because I can want when the tune they play, make they reflect on the words they walk and they sing. We will sing about the land that we love, our Sierra Leone. May God bless we all. Amen.